Okay, guys. Good evening to another Monday night Grubb Cast. Better get the comments on. Uh, had a little intro there with Travis Six in Minnesota using his CP 902 fish sticks, wicked stick, uh, spinning rod. He caught a bunch of smallmouth up there on it. He said he really liked it. 904, my bad, 904. Did I have 904 on there? Hope it did. Um, okay. Want to tell everybody Happy Labor's Day. Hey, Happy Labor Day. It's been a good Labor Day weekend. And somebody throw me a comment so I see the comments are working. I'm sure they are, but uh, hold on. Let me get my light on here. Yep. Okay, Misty. Thank you. Got me a new set of ear things. It's a little different. I can't hardly hear anything in the background, which is nice. So, but thanks everybody for last week. I still had I once again had another amazing. Now, Rusty, Travis, and Misty says everything's fine, and you say you can't hear anything. You might want to turn your volume up on your phone. Travis and Misty, can you hear me all right? Okay, Travis said they can hear me. So, okay, let's go ahead and get the sponsors over with. Get them right off the bat. Fish Sticks Custom Rods, as you've seen there, Travis had one. Okay, Misty says loud and clear. Oh, Rusty, just messing with me. Why can't you leave me alone, Rusty? Okay. But Fish Sticks Custom Rods, like I said, you seen Travis there. He's putting his to work. Uh, that 904 CP medium fast is a really, really nice spinning rod, especially for smallmouth. And there's Steve Calder. Hey, Steve. But yeah, reach out to me, get a hold of me. I've had a couple people talking about ordering some, so I'm way behind on rod sales this year, I feel like, so I need to step it up. Uh, Travis said it's a real good Ned rig rod. Yes, it is, Travis. I've got that model, and that's what I use it for, Ned rig. Uh, but so yeah, Fish Sticks Custom Rods, Hook and Donkeys. I got a good bait tonight that I'm going to be giving away for the trivia question. Sanborn Builders, Ace Hardware, Hobbs Roofing, Pizza Stop here in Albany, Southern Ohio Sanitation, and Williams and Son Construction. Guys, if you hear of any of them guys or see any of them guys out on the street, let them know that you hear their name on my podcast. Uh, they really, really support me, and I appreciate it. So, uh, with that, I only had because we had to cancel our Wednesday night tournament for. Let me get this up out of my road here. We had to cancel our Wednesday night tournament for. That thing's gonna bother me. I'll tell you that already. I'll be fighting with the cord for Lake Snowden last week, so I don't have that. Last call. They're not doing any on Mondays now, so and they didn't have a Sunday tournament this week. But they had a tournament today. Let me see if I can see his. We'll make sure I get it right. Tyler Ellis. Hey Gary, how you doing? North Carolina. But Tyler Ellis put on a tournament today at Burr Oak. Rumor has it they had 40 boats. That was a good turnout for Burr Oak for this time of year, and especially for being Labor Day. But first place was 10.92, and it went to Gary Pierce. Second place was 10.04, and went to Terry Lunsford. Second, that was second. Third place was 8.77, and it went to Brian Rose and John Daniels. Yeah, Gary, I can't wait to get down there either. I love that tournament at Lake Norman on Veterans Day. I'm looking very forward to that. Plus, I'll see you at the regional. I hope. I'll know that. I'll talk about that here in just a little bit. 8.16 was fourth place, and that went to Kim Kearns. And fifth place was 7.79, and it went to Ron Williams and Joe Haining. Seems like I'm always saying them two's names. I need my glasses on. You're qualified. You're going to be qualified for the regionals, aren't you, Gary? If I stay in the top 45 at this last tournament, I will be able to do it. So, but that was the standings for Burr Oak this last weekend, or yet today at Burr Oak. And like I said, they said they had 40 boats. That was a really good turnout, guys. I'm glad you guys all showed up, and sounds like you had a really good tournament. So, upcoming events. We got the BFL Super 2 in 2 weeks. Oh, okay. You haven't been watching points. Well, I had to when I'm sitting in 40. Well, I was in 59th place for Lake Erie, and then I moved up to 45th. But in 2 weeks, it's at Indian Lake, the Super 2. I'm going to be up there this coming weekend, and the following weekend, I'm going to put some time on that lake. I want to be in the top 45. I'd like to get. There's my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter. Hey, Barb and Caitlin. They're watching me on YouTube. So, because I'm on YouTube and Facebook, guys. You can watch it on either one. Misty and Travis sometimes watch it on YouTube, but I think they're on Facebook tonight. It shows. So, but got a new bait for you on lake. Okay. Cool, Gary. Now, is that Lake Norman or Lake Kerr Lake? Which lake? And I just read just a few minutes ago too that MPFL, I think, is the first professional fishing league that's put out anything that they are put out that they are going to for up to Lake Erie. Cool, Gary. Send me a picture of it, and I'll order some because I'm going to be back up to Lake Erie September 27th, 28th. Actually, I'm up there 3 straight weekends in a row, or 3. No, I missed one, and then back 2 more weekends in October. But MPFL posted that they are banning live scope in official practice and tournaments. I will do that. I'll give you a call tomorrow, Gary. I I'm the thing that I don't like about this whole deal about banning tournament, like they're saying the BFLs are talking about banning the live scope. That's fine. I don't use mine that much, but it is a lot of work to take it off for a 1-day tournament and then turn around and put it back on. Because I bought it, I'm going to use it. It's going to be on my boat. I'm not going to leave it off my boat. Uh, but this stuff, you know, because what it's going to do, it's going to end up going down into where clubs want to ban it and all this, and that's just, you know, it it's a tool. Guys, use it if you got it. If you don't, fish. You know, these people saying co-anglers. I watched a little bit. Well, Gary, yeah, I don't trust that unplugging it stuff. I've got co-anglers up here in Ohio that will tell stories on you, or actually not tell stories, lie about stuff, and I'm not taking a chance. My transducer will be off the boat, and that way they can't say I used it, because I've already experienced something this year. We won't go into it, but there was a lie told, and I'm not going to even take a chance. When I'm fishing a tournament, if the co-angler is going to have no way they say that it can be, uh, uh, you know, that I used it, because it won't even be on my boat, because I'm not taking that chance. Uh, which, if they told me I wasn't allowed to use it, I'm not going to use it. You know, that's just how I. Believe me, Gary, I want to do that, but I'm a better man than that. Uh, you know, things will come around to these people that's doing this, but yeah, we'll not talk about that. I just know that my transducer will be off my boat, and I don't have to worry about anybody saying that I used it. But yeah, guys, you know, it it's just another tool, and I understand that now that the bait companies has got involved, and that's what's causing all this. It's not co-anglers, it ain't boaters, it is the lure manufacturing companies, cause and rods. The rod companies ain't selling the bait casting rods anymore. It's all spinning rods. The you know Strike King ain't selling crankbaits, spinner baits, stuff like that. They're not selling them anymore. All people are buying now is plastics and a lead head with a hook in it and a spinning rod. But up here in Ohio, you know, there's guys on here that's got one on their boat, and it ain't, besides me, and it ain't just go out and catch fish with them. I'm telling you that right now. Now maybe at Lake Erie you might find a boulder, but I guarantee you, anybody that will tell the truth is finding the boulder with that 360. Okay, Gary, I'll give you a shout tomorrow. But they're using a 360 to find a boulder before they shine the live scope over. So, you know, is that next? They're gonna take 360 from us too? And then the next thing you know, they'll take side scan, power pole. You know, it's the same thing. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse. Because it's spot lock. That'll be the next thing. They'll go back to complaining. The co-anglers will complain about spot locking and not being able to cast up along the bank or up in front of them, because they was put out in the back of the water. But yeah, that's just, you know. But anyhow, back to the BFL. The 2 weeks from now at Indian Lake. I'm looking forward to that. I really like Indian Lake. I'm looking forward to this Friday getting up there, and I'm traveling up, going to spend the weekend by myself, and I'm going to have a fun weekend. Uh, but yeah, yeah, Matt, you are right. All the lakes are around down. We are completely locked out of Lake Snowden. They've got the ramp shut off. Uh, it You still could get a boat. You still get a boat in there. They are just supposedly concerned about the ramp breaking and hurting somebody's vehicle or something. But They're not worried about the light being out that's been out for 3 years and somebody breaking into a vehicle in a dark parking lot. But yeah, the ponds too. I mean, I was looking at a pond over here on Route 32, and I was like, "Wow, that pond is way down." Wow, 3 feet past the concrete ramp at Hoover. Yeah, it well, and see, they're taking water out of there to supply Columbus, so that's they ain't got water coming back in. That could be a big problem if that lake goes dry. Columbus won't have no water. But with that being said, this coming Wednesday night, uh, we will have start our tournaments at Fox Lake, 5:30 to dark. Uh, get there, decently early because it's only a one boat ramp, and then you may have to park your trailers in the grass. You may have to back your trailers up over the parking block and put it in the grass and park your vehicle in the parking spot. Uh, I don't think we'll have a whole bunch of people, but Fox Lake will be fun. It'll be a change. It'll be different. Uh, we can't go to Dow Lake because it's way too low. You can't even get a boat in Dow Lake now. So, and the thing about this is it's bad, but it's going to help the fishing. The fish are going to really uh, strive on this. A lot of times, guys complain about in the wintertime the lakes being drained down, and this is just my own uh, conception of it. Is when they drain that water down so low, the bait fish loses a lot of the structure along the bank, and they end up not being able to hide as good because a lot of these lakes around here don't have deep structure. So the bait fish have nowhere to hide. So the big fish get to eat easier. So they grow. But yeah, and again, guys, I'm looking up here. I got a bunch of people watching. Uh, Last week, I looked at it. I think it was, or today I looked at it. Let me look at it again here real quick. See if I can see. I really appreciate everybody getting on here watching it. And yeah, as of right now, 876 plays from last week. So, guys, I really appreciate that. This channel is starting to really grow, and I ain't even a year into it yet. Yeah, Matt Taylor said, I've never seen cornfields being picked this early before. Every cornfield around me is ready or picked. I think 88 was the last year it was this dry. You're probably right. I know here in Athens they've I think it's like a state of an emergency or something with the farmers uh, because a lot of the crops. I was noticing the other day that the bean fields are turning brown. When I was going up to Columbus to the airport last Wednesday, I was like, "Wow, look at the beans; they're already brown." I got to talking here, and I forgot to show you the bait that I'm giving away tonight. The bait I'm giving away tonight is. Wait a minute, I gave that away last different color, but I'm going to do a different one this week. I'll give that away next week. Here we go. This is a pretty collar. I'm going to give away a 10-inch ribbon tail, dark grape. 10-inch ribbon tail, and it's dark grape. That's a good Carolina rig worm. Guys, also too, Hook of Donkeys is now selling. I'll get a package of them and start showing them off. I got to get some put in the boat. But Hook and Donkeys is now selling jig rattles. So if you go out there, you can get your plastic. You can get your plastic for your trailer or your jigs, and then you can get jig rattles too for your jigs. I got to get out there. I was out there the other day and I forgot to pick me a package up. I'll get a couple packages and one to show off here on the show and one package to put in the boat. But yeah. Oh, and then also too, if anybody wants to get 5 teams to get 5 boats together as a team, let me see. I just shared that. Around here don't have deep structures. Uh, see if I can find where I shared it. I can just do this. Okay. It says the Delphus Bass Club is hosting the second annual Battle of the Clubs at Indian Lake on September the 21st and are looking for a few more clubs to participate. Tourney rules are 5 boats, cumulative weights to decide the winning club, who will win all of the pot and split the money. So it'll be 5 boats, and you put all your boats' weights together, and the top weight of the wins the money. They will, and its entry fee is $60 a boat. And it's a different format that makes it a little more fun fishing with the guys. And you guys, it's fun. I've fished this before. I'm going to fish it again. I'm going to fish for the Delphus Club. Damien's asked me to come up and fish Indian Lake that weekend with them. And actually, me and my dad's going up. I decided I'd take him. Me and him ain't fished a tournament for a long time, so me and dad's gonna go up and fish that on Saturday. But and it's a fun tournament because you can call each other and say, "Hey, they're biting over here. Come over here. There's a school over here," and it's just a lot of fun. So anybody that wants to get 5 boats together and come to Indian Lake on September 21st, get a hold of Damien Smirnoff. I think I butcher his name every time. But if you want to and you can't find Damien, just get a hold of me. I'll get you hooked up with him. And then on Sunday, me and Dad is going to fish. Damien is doing the DRC tournament. It's correction employees for correction facilities, and it's all correction facility workers all over Ohio comes out and fishes the tournament. So me and Dad's going to fish that one Sunday at Indian Lake. So it's going to be a fun weekend with me and Dad up there in 3 weeks. Like I said, me and Dad ain't fished a tournament. I think it's been about 2 years since me and him's fished a tournament together. So we'll go up there and we'll have some fun. Caitlin says, by the way, I went fishing today and my new open reel. Oh, she said, by the way, I went fishing today and my new reel got really tangled. So you gonna have to fix it. Plus, yes, absolutely, girl. I'll come over and fix it. That was your fish sticks rod. Is that the fish sticks rod Papa got you? I'd say it was. And that's the thing, guys. You can get your grandkids, you can get your wives, your uh, high school kids. Yep, it was the fish sticks rod I bought her for Christmas last year. Uh, that's what I really. That's another plus with the rods with fish sticks. You can get anything. Miss Wendy can do anything you want on a rod with thread, anything. And Dale can design. I showed one off. I need to bring it back out again and show you. And I had a spinnerbait rod made that's a pistol grip. It's not quite a pistol grip, but it's like a pistol grip. It's a real short handle to throw real small spinnerbaits with. Yeah. When I told him what I wanted, he was just shaking his head, but he said I can make it, and I like it. I really like it for a real small spinnerbait. Uh, so, but yeah, we're pushing into 27 minutes, so let me go ahead. I got still quite a few people on here. I don't want to bore them off. Let's do the trivia question. Again, it's for the 10-inch ribbon tail dark gray. Last week's winner was from Western Kentucky. So I'm Hook and Donkey Baits has been going all over the country. I got a couple people dropped off of here. I bet they're going to Google. Okay, two-part question again. Let's get you guys and you got to get the two parts right, not just one. It's got to be both parts. Okay, what year and what brand come out with the first side imaging technology, which allowed users to see 200 feet out either side of the boat? What year and what brand was the first one to come out with side imaging technology, which allows users to see 200 feet? So what year and what brand was the first one to come out with side imaging? First part of that's a pretty easy answer. It's the year that you're going to have to do some looking on. While you guys are going to do that, I'm going to get me a drink. And Travis 6 is the winner. 2005 Humminbird. Humminbird was the first one to come out with the side imaging. And you know what? They still got that technology pretty good. Now, Lowrance is pretty good too. Let's see. I think I looked that up. Lowrance come out with theirs in 2008. So they was about 3 years behind Humminbird. But I can tell you right now, guys, it goes right back to that again. I'm not going to get into this again about forward facing, but Garmin has the forward facing locked up, is what everybody says. I ain't used one yet. Lowrance has the side scan and the mapping pretty well locked up. And Humminbird, you cannot beat their 360. They have the top of the line 360. That 360, you can see anything that you want to see on the bottom with that 360. And that's the thing that I'm saying about this forward facing. That 360 is probably better than the forward facing in my book. It definitely shows me what's out around me. See, I wasn't going to answer, but really like those. Travis said he wasn't going to answer, but he really liked those worms. I'm telling you, they're some pretty worms, Travis. Yeah, them. Mike makes some good baits, boys. Hook and Donkey makes some good plastic, and he's got that new Menacing Grubb. I'll be giving a new collar of it away this next week. I had it out tonight, but I was like, well, I don't want to give, because I give Menacing Grubb away last week, so I wanted to split it up. So, and guys, if there's something you guys want to talk about, because like I said, the tournaments are coming down to pretty much winding down. I also am going to start trying. I'm going to do a couple. Yes, Billy, 360 is awesome. I'm going to try to do some practicing with this site to where I can add people. And yeah, Travis, that's what I say. Travis 6 says, love my 360. Love my 360. I find the cover and then hit it with my Garmin. Absolutely. That 360's that's the real deal. But yeah, I'm gonna do some practicing to maybe try to add a couple people, at times on here to through the winter time that we can chat. Uh, I want to reach out to he told me last year, but I got to get a hold of him here before long, before shows start, because he'll get busy again. But Scott at Spool Speed talked like he would come on, but I want to do some practice runs on a test page first before I go pulling people on. I want to get Mike on here. If I can get him, that'll be like pulling teeth, though. I'd like to get him on here to talk about, how he's done it and stuff. And rumor has it, and I'm not going to give it out yet, but he might have something else in the works that will really get everybody surprised. I found out about it the other day, and I'm hoping that it goes through for him. It'll really help us out at the shows, and it'll get people at his shop even more. So, but guys, I appreciate everybody. I've held a good crowd of people on here all night. Caitlin, I will try to remind me, and I'll get over there maybe Thursday evening before I go. Oh yeah, guys, Thursday evening at 6:30 at Lucky's is our Bass Club meeting. We moved them to the first Thursday of the month, so I'll try, Caitlin, to come over to your house before I go to the meeting at 6:30 if you guys are home on Thursday. So just text me and remind me, and I'll come over and see if I can't get your reel straightened out. If I can't get it straightened out, I'll bring it home and put a new line on it for you. So, but guys, I appreciate everything. And yeah, 34 minutes in, and I like to keep it at that. I don't want to bore you guys. But evidently, a lot of guys is watching. A lot of people's watching it. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys next Monday night. Everybody have the rest of the Labor Day night. Everybody's got their bellies full from cookouts and stuff. I had some really good pork loin tonight. It was really good for today. So, but yep. Everybody have a good night, and I will. Oh, Caitlin's. I'll put this on here real quick. Caitlin posted, "Don't forget to like and subscribe for my papaw." Well, she said pop, but papaw. Thank you, girl. I'll get over and get that reel fixed for you. Okay. I will see you guys all next week.